You think your biggest financial problem is that you don't earn enough, that if you got a raise, everything would be solved. That's the biggest lie we tell ourselves. The real battlefield isn't in your bank account. It's in here, in your mind. Most financial advice focuses on math, budgets, percentages, spreadsheets. But they forget that we aren't robots. We are emotional beings, and our emotions cost us a fortune. Today, I will reveal why your own brain is your worst financial enemy. It's not about being an investment genius. It's about understanding the factory defects of our mental operating system. These are predictable patterns that make us make irrational money decisions over and over again, without us even realizing it. Imagine being able to make financial decisions with the same calm and logic you use to decide what clothes to wear in the morning. That's possible, but first you need to know your adversary. Let's uncover the first cognitive bias that's silently sabotaging you every day. It's called loss aversion. Loss aversion is a simple but devastating psychological principle. Studies show that the pain of losing $100 is twice as intense as the joy of gaining $100. Your brain hates losing much more than it loves winning. This fear of losing paralyzes you. It prevents you from investing for fear the market will drop, makes you panic sell at the worst possible time, and keeps you tied to a job you hate for fear of uncertainty. But this is just the beginning of the self-sabotage. Now that you understand how the fear of loss holds you back, let's talk about the second mental trick, the anchoring bias. Have you ever walked into a store, seen a $10,000 watch, and suddenly, the $500 one seemed like a bargain? Congratulations, you've been anchored. Your brain uses the first piece of information it receives as a reference point for all future decisions. Marketing experts know this and use it against you constantly. The original crossed-out price on a product is an anchor designed to make the sale price seem irresistible. This doesn't just affect shopping. It affects your salary negotiations, the price you're willing to pay for a house, or how much you think you should spend on a vacation. The first number you hear taints your entire thought process without you realizing it. The solution is to be aware of the anchor. Before making a major financial decision, ask yourself, what is my anchor right now? Ignore the first number you saw and do your own research. Define your own price before someone else does it for you. For example, before buying a car, don't look at the most expensive models first. Decide your maximum budget based on your actual situation. That is your anchor, the only one that matters. By doing this, you take control of the decision framework and avoid overspending. We've seen how fear paralyzes you and how anchors deceive you. But the next bias is the most common of all. It's the reason you treat money from your salary differently than a tax refund. And it's destroying your budget. Welcome to the world of mental accounting. This is the process by which we assign a different purpose to every dollar we have, even though a dollar is always a dollar. We treat money illogically depending on its source. Does this sound familiar to you? You protect the money you earn through hard work with your life. But if you get a $100 tax refund, it's free money, and you spend it on an expensive dinner without a second thought. Psychologically, you have put it in a different mental account, the found money account. This bias is dangerous because it justifies impulsive spending. It allows us to ignore our long-term financial goals because we are operating with mental play money. Every dollar you spend either moves you away from or closer to your goals, no matter where it came from. To combat this, you must unify your money. All money that enters your life, whether it's your salary, a bonus, a gift, or a sale, goes to the same place, a central account. From there, and only from there, is it distributed according to your plan. By doing this, you remove the emotional labels from money. There is no longer serious money and people's serious money and people's sigil doko. There is only capital. And every unit of that capital has a job to do. Build the life you want. This simple shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. You now know the three major enemies: loss aversion, anchoring, and mental accounting. You are armed with knowledge. But knowledge without action is useless. In the next part, I will give you the practical system to make all of this automatic. The only way to beat cognitive biases in the long run is not with willpower, because willpower runs out. The solution is to create a system that makes the decisions for you, a system that puts your finances on autopilot. This is what the wealthy do. This system is the digital, modern version of the envelope method. It involves creating different bank accounts or pots for each purpose. Every time you receive your salary in your central account, a predefined percentage is automatically transferred to each envelope. This is how you beat mental accounting. You give every dollar a job before you can spend it impulsively. The money for rent and food goes into the needs envelope. The money for your retirement goes into the investment envelope. There is no debate, no emotion. It's automatic. This is how you beat loss aversion. By automating your investments, you buy stocks or funds every month, regardless of whether the market goes up or down. This is called dollar-cost averaging, and it removes panic from the equation. The system invests for you, without fear. And this is how you beat the anchoring bias. Your system is based on percentages of your income, not arbitrary amounts. If your income increases, your contributions to each envelope increase proportionally. Your plan scales with you. It isn't anchored to your old salary. This system gives you freedom. The money in your leisure envelope can be spent guilt-free because you know all your other goals are already covered. You don't have to think about it anymore. But how do you implement this in the real world? Let me show you. Implementing your autopilot system is easier than you think. The first step is to talk to your bank. Many modern banks allow you to create sub-accounts or spaces within your main account. If not, consider opening free savings accounts at other banks. The second step is to set up automatic transfers. Go to your bank's website or app and schedule recurring transfers from your central account to your envelopes for the day after you get paid. Set it up once and forget about it. This will take less than 30 minutes. A sample distribution could be 50% for needs, 15% for long-term investment, 10% for short-term savings, 10% for guilt-free leisure, 10% for education, and 5% for donations. Adapt these percentages to your life, but start with something. Perfection is the enemy of progress. For the investment envelope, use a robo-advisor or a low-cost index fund that allows you to schedule automatic contributions. This is key. The goal is for the money to be invested without you having to press a single button each month. Remember, the goal of this system is not to restrict you. It's to free you from anxiety, from constant decision-making, and from guilt. It's about designing an environment where the right decisions are the easiest ones to make, the automatic ones. Money will stop being a problem, not when you become a millionaire, but when you stop thinking about it all the time. When you have a system you trust, you have understood this. Now, the only step left is to start. Your future self will thank you.